Good morning, everyone. What's good? We're about to check out this video on Travis Scott addressing the families of the victims of the Astroworld disaster, tragedy. Really sad still to this day about it. We've covered it, but we only really got one response from Travis. A lot of you guys did feel that it was kind of insincere. A lot of you also felt that, people are giving him a little bit too much of a hard time over this. From my observation, it seems like more people are really pissed off at him. Are you guys still upset with him before we get to this video? We are live, so if you're watching live, just skip like 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute. I'm just trying to wait for people to get notified if you want to get right to the meat and potatoes, or there'll be a timestamp. Let me play my intro too real quick.
Boy, Young Jizzle, nigga, y'all know what it is, man. DJ Delz.
Peace, man. What's up, y'all? This is Common, and right now you checking out DJ Delz. Stay in tune with him, alright?
DJ Delz, absolutely wonderful.
What it do, what it does, the kid, Mr. R.I.P. himself, low soul case, you ain't no soul, rocking with DJ Delz.
And with it, y'all, it's your boy, Neighborhood Nip. Big shout out to my homeboy, DJ Delz. No question, Neighborhood Nip.
Delz, Red, man, I'm in the building. Let's get it.
All right, so we are live, and thank you all for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button, please, and share this video. And let's react to this. Please write 1, 2, 3 if you could hear the audio from this video, courtesy of my Spizzot and Charlamagne the God, of course. And I will be pausing a lot just to react to this, and we will go through this multiple times because I know people are going to come back and watch a little bit later on this live stream. So let's go for it.
Say to heal the trauma these families who lost loved ones are going through, but being that they're watching, what would you say to them?
How's the audio, guys? Please let me know. Hit 1, 2, 3 right now if you could hear the actual video of this, please. Very important.
Are going through, but being that they're watching, what would you say to them directly?
I'll say to them that I'm always here, and that
and that's something he said the first time on that video that I'm pretty sure about 99%. He said he's always here, and he offered for fans to get at him. Let's continue.
I'm in this with you guys, and I love you.
Didn't he say the same exact thing last time? Like exactly the same exact thing? I feel like he said the exact thing. We may have to go dig up that video after and just check that out if he's saying the same exact thing. Excuse me. There's a link if anyone wants to call in, cam up too also.
And I'll always, be there to help you guys heal through this. And I understand that they're going through, they're grieving right now and finding understanding right now. And, it's not just like a right now thing, it's for everything.
Mm-hmm. Facts, 100%. I mean, there was a lot of people lost, and plus we got to think about all the families that are grieving. Plus we have to think about all the people that were traumatized seeing all of this going on. I mean, people were probably really messed up. Can you imagine if you actually witnessed that? Like multiple people, maybe even? That must be some real traumatizing stuff right there, right? Hit that thumbs up button too for the morning show. Let me get Riddick in here. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
All right, let's continue.
And these people that came to the show, they are my family. And I've always had that connection to the people I feel like that listen to the music or came to my shows. And that's why I really, it's really hard on me even just, to even like, even because they end up they lost their loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Y'all think he's sincere? Let me know in the chat.
it's tough. And you know, I just want to always just be there for them and just always just be able to just know that I'm going to fix this for the future people, you know, and fix this solution, and fix this problem, you know, and find a solution to.
My man cannot stop rubbing his leg. Look at his hand rubbing his leg. He cannot stop.
Making sure that this doesn't happen in the future, and definitely be a #1 voice for this, you know. Because that, you know, I feel like that's like one of the what we got to figure out. Because other than that, it's like, you know, the show goes on tomorrow, or you know, something goes. How does this get fixed?
This could happen again. It's happened before.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
All right. So I said it before, and I'll say it again. He isn't to blame. I don't think he's to blame. The real evil was in the crowd. Okay. And when he's all fidgety and stuff like that right there, I mean, think about it.
He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on.
If people died on your dime, you'd be kind of like weirded out too, probably, in my opinion. And having to answer questions, getting lawsuits thrown at you and everything else, you're going to be probably not yourself. So
yeah,
that's my opinion.
do that to you.
Yeah, that's my opinion. That no, I don't think he's to blame. I think, like I said this from the beginning, the real evil, the real problem was the people in the crowd. So
yeah, I mean, and that's part of this conversation that I really want to get from you all is, do you think that people are blaming too much on Travis Scott? Is he the bad guy? And I have a poll, and I want you guys to all participate in that poll, please, and share this video. YouTube doesn't like us talking about this type of stuff, so we got to share these videos. Let me see what the chat got to say. Super says, I feel like it's the promoter and the venue's fault. Yeah, I mean, I feel like people are not coming at them enough, right? It feels like it's all Travis Scott. But what about the people that did this show?
There was definitely no crowd control. The crowd control was non-existent. Yeah, the crowd control was non-existent. So
it was an absolute mess. I mean, I have a link from day one to now, a playlist of all of the coverage of this that you guys could dig through. Definitely check it all out. But it was a hot effing mess. Super says he feels that he was sincere. Okay. Let's see. Kel says if it was so hard for him, he heard their death screams. It was music to his ears. That's what this person has to say. There is a possibility that he couldn't hear that because he probably had a monitor in his ear while he was performing.
And I will vouch for being in a band myself. When you got the monitors in your ears, you can't hear nothing that's going on out there, man.
No, and I've DJ'd for rappers on stages, and I can't hear shit. I'm just paying attention to the artist and, you know, like getting cues and just hearing that music blasting, you know. The only time you don't hear nothing is when the music's off.
Yep.
And there were a lot of chants of stop the show, stop the show. Not saying he heard that, but I'm just saying there were tons of chants, stop the show, stop the show. So could he have heard it? I don't know. I mean, he possibly could have, but I'm not God. I don't know his ears. But
he does have promoters in his ear, and he is still a younger guy. So it's not like Metallica where they're hardcore veterans. They're just going to be like, nah, screw this shit. We're stopping the show.
Yeah, I'm walking right off. But he is at a level where they
would totally, the crowd would listen to him if he said it. That's I said that too. So
we can't forget he's not at a level. He is at a high level in the music industry where he could have stopped. He could have done whatever he wanted. Think about it. He got his own Jordan sneakers. What is he? He's got probably over 10 collaborations with Nike and Jordan. He has. I think he had the power, but he could have had the promoter saying, you know, possibly this show must go on. There was a point where we did see two people talk to him real quick, and he kind of just was like, it was like a really quick conversation on that stage. Let's see, Linda. Thank you, Linda, for watching. Linda Martinez, please hit the thumbs up button, everyone, and share this video if you would this morning on social media. It says, hey, don't know what to say. And a lot of people feel that way too. Jeff says, this was all set up, in my opinion. That's what Jeff Seymour says. Thank you for tuning in, Jeff Seymour. Make sure to subscribe and share this video and hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, let's go by. Let's go through this one more time. Let's do that, because I know people are just walking in here.
Nothing you could say to heal the trauma these families who lost loved ones are going through. But being that you know they're watching, what would you say to them directly?
I'll say to them that I'm always here, and that, you know, I'm in this with you guys, and I love you, you know, and I'll always, you know, be there to help you guys heal through this. And I understand that they're going through, you know, they're grieving right now and finding understanding right now. And, you know, it's not just like a right now thing, it's for everything. Mm-hmm. And these people that came to the show, they are my family. And I've always had that connection to the people I feel like that listen to the music or came to my shows.
Once again, do you guys feel that Travis Scott is getting blamed for this too much? That is one of the main questions today, plus checking out this video. Sean says he is one of those guys that impressed himself. Okay, that's what Sean says. In music only. All right. What else do we have here? Don't blame him, blame the drugs. That's because the overdose, that's what happens when you go to shows and big events, all types of drugs. And you got to be careful what you take. Yes, and look, people pass out at shows all the time, not even just his shows, right? I mean, it happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
Shit, Michael Jackson be having people fainting like, bloop, dropping like
flies. They were dropping like flies, dude.
Yeah, I've seen, no lie, I seen Jay-Z bring out Michael Jackson once. I went to Summer Jam in New York, you know, Hot 97 Summer Jam. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. As soon as he pulled Michael Jackson on the stage, you just got this feeling of, I mean, it was the craziest feeling of emotion. And I didn't cry. If I did, I have no problem admitting it. I don't live to impress people. I live to live. But everyone around me was crying. It was insane. And I was just looking at my friend, and my brother was with me. And we were just looking at each other like, is this really happening right now? Michael Jackson's here. This is crazy. And then all you would see is, oh my God, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone passed out and fell over that day, because it was, you know, fandom is a powerful thing, man. And it takes over people at times, you know, their thoughts, their mind, their body, their soul. Steve Redman says, did he donate money or support the families of the loved ones? I'm pretty sure he did offer to do so. I'm pretty sure. I don't have factual information on that right now, but I'm pretty sure we did cover that, and he did say that in one of the videos. As I said, I have a playlist in the description where you guys can dig through that. There's a lot of great content. You know, a lot of people keep talking about it with satanic. I actually even found someone, I did some research, and I found someone who was actually a Satanist and spoke about this. Well, claims to be a Satanist. I mean, you know, I got to say, if she says she is, then I guess I'm going to take it for that she is. So she actually
seemed legit to me.
She seemed legit to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this woman right here actually came on the show live. Get your head out of the gutter, guys. And there's a link in the description box if you want to watch that in that playlist. It's a very fascinating video. You definitely want to watch that. So definitely check that out. My whole thing is he may get in some shit because of the whole rage thing and pushing and telling people to rage and rage and rage. That is the verbal definition of rage is pretty intense, man. Like, we always hear the word rage. We don't think it's like that crazy, but if I watch, hey Siri, I mean, what's the definition to rage?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the definition to rage? Check it out.
Okay, she's not going to read it to me. Hey, Alexa, volume 10. Hey, Alexa, what's the definition of rage?
As a noun, rage is usually defined as angry fury, violent anger, sometimes used in combination. As a verb, rage is usually defined as to act or speak with fury, show or feel violent anger, fulminate. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for rage.
So you have that, and then you have the combination of that, and then during those promotional posters and the artwork they're posting, they also were saying dystopia. Hey, Alexa, what is the definition of dystopia?
Dystopia is usually defined as a society characterized by human misery, as squalor, oppression, disease, and overcrowding.
And overcrowding. So it's weird. The whole thing kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this goes to court, if he's saying in the show rage, 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 which, you know, I'm not 100% if he is actually saying that, but I know he has in the past, that could work against him, possibly. I don't know. Riddick, what do you think about all of that shit? Am I digging in too deep? Be honest.
No, man. I think you're on point.
Okay, so do you think that they could use that in a case? Talk a little bit, if you would. I'd love to hear your opinion.
Give me 1 second, brother. Yeah, I mean, you know, they can use, I mean, man, there's just so much going on with this that they can use so many different things in a court case. I mean, they can turn anything into something. These lawmakers, especially these lawyers with a lot of money, they can really spin things how they want. So
100%. You ain't never told a lie, brother.
Yeah.
They can make magic happen. They'll make up lies just to try to sell a story, and it could get really ugly in the court on both sides of a party. So, you know, I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's, you know, there is a chance he had no effing clue about it, but
right,
you know, and he's coming out talking about it, and as you said, with the leg rubbing and all of that, no one's not going to be nervous over this shit.
Oh,
Let's watch a little more of this.
And that's why I really, you know, it's really hard on me, even just, you know, to even like, you know, and even because, you know, they end up they lost their loved ones, you know. So it you know, it's tough.
He said my white is really showing. Well, I'm half white, so shit. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. My Filipino side isn't showing either.
And, you know, I just want to always just be there for them and just always just be able to just know that I'm going to fix this for the future people, you know, and fix this solution, and fix this problem. I mean,
okay, so I have here Jesus R. He said he did connect with the family members and tried to at least make amends to take care of funeral expenses. Yeah, I could have sworn we did a whole video covering all of that. It's been a minute. I haven't talked about this in weeks because there was nothing more to talk about, you know. The story kind of just it just went you know, and that was really it when it comes down to it. But you know, I'm sure he did. I mean, that would be the right thing to do. I'm sure anyone would that is financially pretty comfortable, I would say. I mean, Alexa, how much is Travis Scott worth?
American rapper Travis Scott has an estimated net worth of $40 million.
Yeah, so $40 million, that's a lot of effing money.
You know, and find a solution to making sure that this doesn't happen in the future. And definitely be a #1 voice for this, you know.
And pay attention right there, because that's important right there. He said that he wants to make sure this does not happen in the future, and wants to be the #1 voice of this. Because this is such a tragic thing. That verbiage right there of him saying the #1, you know, person to, you know, stand by this, that's important, because he needs, you know, if he wants to do right, he needs, I would like him to be the face of trying to, like, actually help this not happen again by, you know, just being a spokesperson and you know, putting his efforts in, right? So,
and if he does continue to do that to the fullest extent, then, you know, he'll slowly over time prove himself to people that, hey, you know, he didn't really want that to happen, you know.
You know, a lot of people always think one-sided in life, you know. And one thing that I've learned with age, not saying I'm so effing old, but when I was like younger, like a teenager, I'd always just think one way, my way, and that's it. We got to think, you got to think in different lanes. You know, what is this lane, that lane, that lane, that lane, this person, that person. We got to think about it, the whole thing, you know, and all the facts involved with it. But the only thing that really creeped me out with Travis, that really still to this day is giving me a bad vibe off of him, is when he was singing, when he's staring while he was acknowledging, you know, let's let the paramedics get through and take care of this person. That shit was creepy. That was really creepy stuff. Super creepy.
I think he just thought the person was passed out and he was just playing it up.
Yeah, just trying to keep
he was just playing it up, trying to be, you know, funky fresh or whatever the hell he was trying to do. But it's just like not the first time that's happened at his show, so he probably just figured that was what was going on. And he was just being a weirdo about it, you know. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's multiple things that could be going on there.
People do pass out a lot at his shows. It's been reported. Yes, that's Riddick's in on air with me today as a co-host. We'll probably have Jones come through eventually. Jeff says he almost beat up a fan for mistaking him for ASAP Rocky. Really? I never heard about that. Ellie says he has a lot of money and goes to shows how much really cares for his shoes. Obviously cares a lot about materialistic stuff, but if he is if he's with Satanism, goes to show he doesn't care for his own soul. Okay. I don't really know what to say about that, but I listen, I want to hear people's opinions, please. So speak your mind, keep this chat moving, and we'll keep rocking. And also, please, let's get the likes up. Jesus R, great guy, man. And I will be
everybody get your opinions in. It's an opinion show. We're open to everybody's thoughts and opinions.
Yes. This is an unbiased show right here. I'm not trying to sell you guys opinions or anything like that. And don't forget, guys, I will be playing music live and showing sneakers on caffeine.tv/DJ Delz tonight at 7:00 p.m. I really hope to see you all there. We had a great turnout last Tuesday. Come by this Thursday. It is the 9th. Okay, 7:00 p.m. Please come by. I would love to see you. Let's play a little bit more of this, and I think we're gonna break up out of here.
And find a solution to making sure that this doesn't happen in the future. And definitely be a #1 voice for this, you know.
That's major.
Because that, you know, I feel like that's like one of the what we got to figure out. Because other than that, it's like, you know, the show goes on tomorrow, or you know, something goes. How does this get fixed?
This could happen again. It's happened before.
It has happened before. It can happen again. It doesn't happen all the time. It just happened to happen at Travis Scott's show, right? I mean, is it safe to say that too?
Yep. It
So,
sure is.
and that's another thing. Like it happened to happen at Travis's show. Let me see. Is this the same? Oh, this is important. Wait a minute. Okay. So we have another clip here, courtesy of Saint. We got to watch. That's why I always say, guys, do not leave these shows until the very end, because we're live. This is a live show.
Let's talk about that night, man. When did
hit 1, 2, 3 if you could hear the audio and clearly, very clearly, please.
When did you find out things got as bad as they did? That's the question everybody wants to know.
Yeah, it wasn't really until like minutes until like the press conference until I figured out exactly what happened.
Do you guys believe that? First of all, Riddick, you believe that, correct? I'm not meaning to put words in your mouth, but I'm just guessing. I know Riddick is multitasking, so he may need a minute. Let's play more.
You know, even after the show, you know, you just kind of hearing things, but you don't know. I didn't know the exact details until, you know, minutes before the press conference.
Let me see if the chat believe. Do you guys believe him? 1, 2, 3. Stretch believes him. Okay. Stretch believes him. I mean, Stretch is a nice guy, so that means that's worth something.
Yeah.
He's cheap, but he's a nice guy. Okay. I gotta crack jokes. Stretch is my boy, bro. Stretch is officially my boy. We've hung out. That's my dude right there. What do you think about so far where we are with this?
I'm still, you know.
You're still rocking with him.
Yeah, I'm still right where I've been.
Okay. All right, let's continue. Hit that mute if you would. You got
sure, sorry about that.
Noise. No problem.
And even at that moment, you kind of just like, wait, you know, what? Like, you know, you just went through something and it's just like, wait, what? You know.
So you didn't know people that actually passed away and stuff?
Nah.
Wow.
Until minutes before, you know, which is, yeah, you know, and at the thing is like, you know, people pass out minutes before, you know, which is just went through something and it's just like, wait, what? You know.
So you didn't know people that actually passed away and stuff?
Nah.
Wow.
Until minutes before, you know, which is.
He said minutes before. That means he knew all along. It's a conspiracy. I'm kidding. He meant to say until minutes after. I do that shit all the time. He's nervous. You know. Yeah, Mankind told you're a dick. I don't know. You're a dick, Stretch. That's a friend of mine. And I consider you guys that come here on the regular all my friends. And I mean that. I love y'all. Let's see. And please hit that thumbs up button. Let me put the link if Jones is around.
Yeah, you know, and at the thing is like, you know, people pass out, you know, people, you know, things happen at concerts, but something like that, it's just like.
Yeah, people said they collectively heard folks screaming help every time you stopped the song to get your attention. Did you hear any of those screams?
Wow, what a question. Give it up to Charlemagne the God. By the way, check out, this is from Charlemagne the God show. Check out Charlemagne the God, everything he does on his Twitter, on his show, his podcast. This is fair use as press, as media. We are using this and we are reacting to this. So make sure to check out Charlemagne the God. Great work right there, Charlemagne.
Nah, man. And you know, it's so crazy because I'm that artist too. Like, you know, anytime you can hear something like that, you want to stop the show. You want to make sure, you know, fans get the proper attention they need, you know. And anytime I could see anything like that, I did, you know. You know, I stopped it like a couple times to just make sure everybody was okay. And I just really just go off the, you know, the fans' energy as a collective, you know, call and response. And
What do you think, Riddick, so far, if you're around?
I like that he's asking the questions that everybody's been wanting to have asked.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm still where I was at, but I mean, there's definitely, I can totally see people, how they can think this way and that way and up and down, because it's very, man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a gray area where it's kind of like, you know, I can say that I still believe like what I believe, but I can totally see why others would say differently. You know, it's just kind of a weird thing, man.
It's super. It's. I mean, let's just imagine. I know some of you guys really feel some sort of way about him, and I'm not trying to convince you not. But let's just say that he did not know about this. Can you imagine how crazy his emotions are and his thought processes right now?
Yeah, man, he's gonna be nervous and fidgety and
completely and so uncomfortable. I can only imagine. But you know, there's a lot of people that also feel very passionate that they heard what he was saying, and he just is, you know, I'm not gonna say what people are saying, but you guys can basically watch all those videos I posted and see for yourselves. And it's like people are really feeling some sort of way about it. So there's two different opinions, and they're both very strong. They're both very strong opinions. Guys, once again, please hit the thumbs up, share this. YouTube always tries to stop things like this from being put out there on the internet. So the only way that this stuff gets out there is if we come together and share this stuff and hit that like button. It's a good way to tell YouTube to stop censoring people, because we need to stop censorship and stop this algorithm crap where they're hiding real talk with real people.
yeah,
let's continue this right here.
I just didn't hear that. You know, I got music, I got my in-ears, but I just didn't hear that, you know.
See, he did say he got his in-ears. So he had his in-ears, and you're not gonna, I mean, if you've got your in-ear piece, that shit is blasting, because you're and you're performing outdoors. Outdoors is a tricky thing for anyone that's a performer. When you're dealing with outdoor audio, you have to have in ears. I mean, I don't know.
You're even less likely to hear what that crowd's saying when you're outdoors, because there's no acoustics coming from 100%. The crowd. You know, it's going straight up in the air, man.
Yep. Straight up in the air like some smoke. So keep that in mind. There's nothing for the audio waves to bounce off of when it comes to walls and stuff, you know. So
yeah, people said they collectively heard folks screaming help every time you stopped the song to get your attention. Did you hear any of those screams?
Nah, man. And you know,
once again, salute to Charlemagne for that. That's why Charlemagne is where he is in his career, because of what he's doing right there. Big dog questions.
It's so crazy because I'm that artist too. Like, you know, anytime you can hear something like that, you want to stop the show. You want to make sure, you know, fans get the proper attention they need, you know. And anytime I could see anything like that, I did, you know. You know, I stopped it like a couple times to just make sure everybody was okay. And I just really just go off the, you know, the fans' energy as a collective, you know, call and response. And I just didn't hear that. You know, I got music, I got my in-ears, but I just didn't hear that, you know.
Break that down a little more. Like nobody knows what it's like being on stage except for other artists. So speak to us from that perspective of what you.
Charlemagne, man, what an effing job. Make sure you watch this full interview. You know what? I gotta put the link to this interview before I forget. because this is brilliant. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Man, I will put a link in the description as soon as I find it. This guy, man, wow, what a job. I cannot forget to put that because I just realized I don't have the exact link to his story, and we always have to give credit. Because that's
He's
right.
hitting them with the real questions everybody wants to know.
Yes, no fluff, no bullshit.
Yeah,
and I like that.
none of this screwing around. You know.
100%. Let's go.
You can see in here. It was like what, 50,000 people?
Yeah, I mean, you got like a venue, you know, filled with like 50,000 people. But it's like a sea. You got lights, you got sound, you got pyro, you got your in-ears, got your sound, got your mic, you know, got the music, you got band. There's all type of, you know, stuff going on.
So it's hard to tell excitement from danger, so to speak.
Of course. Everything kind of just sounds the same. And at the end of the day, you just hear music. You know, and when you do, you just hear monks of.
Yeah, and he also had a band there too, because if you remember, he would control the band, orchestrate the band to like low it, bring it down. He had, you know, the DJ with the band playing. This is interesting, man. This is some interesting stuff right here. Hearing his side and also hearing you all. That's what the most interesting shit about it is. Shannon, good morning, says his job is to come in and perform, not be security and rescue. Jeff says, top line, he's part of the, and we know who they are and what they do. Okay. Shannon says about those dunks, she likes them. Yeah, I don't think people are really going that crazy for them, but they'll go quick. Lil Wayne brought in Drake. Drake brought in Travis and many others. They are all a part of it. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about all of that. That's you guys could please continue to talk about that and share this with people that are wanting to talk about that. As I said, this is a community. You know, we're on YouTube. Share these videos. Show this to a friend. Tell them, well, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about this video and on this shit. But yeah, I mean, I really just wanted to go through this real quick. Riddick, do you have any final thoughts? We may not leave yet. I'm gonna dig around while Riddick speaks. Do you have anything else?
I'm still going to stand by how I felt this whole time. I mean, there's definitely different avenues you could go with how you feel about it, but I'm going to stand by what I feel that you know, he couldn't hear anything. The sound out there in the crowd goes straight up in the air, man. Them outdoor venues, you got ear monitors in. I'm just gonna, you know, stand by what I said, that, you know, he wasn't 1,000% aware of what was going on. He eventually was, and probably could have said more than he did. But I think that at the end of the day, the promoters, the venue operators, and the people in the crowd are ultimately to blame, because there's no crowd control whatsoever. So the crazy people in the crowd were left to be, you know, the nuts were out of the nut house at that point, man. So that's my thoughts on it.
All right, let's check out this short clip right here.
You know,
it's Shaman. He said, "This is an introduction. How are you?" He's asking him.
I've been on about like the type of like emotions, you know, emotional roller coaster. I mean,
and that's what we were saying before. Can you imagine, like? But we're not trying. I'm gonna make it clear. I'm not trying to be insensitive to the victims. Like, imagine what the victims' families are feeling like, for Christ's sakes. You know?
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine even what the people that witness this kind of stuff are dealing with? They're probably dealing with some serious psychological issues right now.
Yeah, absolutely no disrespect to them at all.
No, I want to make it clear. This video is just focused on him particularly. But we will get to that. I mean, we have got to that. We've covered all of that. Now it's time to hear what he's got to say.
Hard because, you know, I always felt like connected with my fans. And, you know, I went through something, you know, and I feel like fans went through something and people's parents went through something. And it's, you know, it really, you know, it hurts. It hurts the community, it hurts a city. And it's just been a lot of thoughts, you know, a lot of feelings, a lot of grieving, and just, you know, trying to get wrap my head around it, you know.
Salute,
I
Killer
really
Mike.
just really wanted to be there. And just, you know, wish you could just kind of like hold everyone, you know, kind of just heal them, talk to them.
Travis Scott, what's up?
I mean, I felt love right there. What he was like, I felt like he was sincere on that, you know?
Yeah.
Like this end part.
I really just really wanted to be there. And just, you know, wish you could just kind of like hold everyone, you know, kind of just heal them, talk to them.
Travis Scott, what's up, brother?
You know, I felt sincerity right there. I really did. Like 100%. But, you know, as I said, I'm not trying to convince people to feel any type of way. I'm just having conversations with you all and trying to see what you guys think about this whole thing. You can check out the whole interview. I have that link below so you could get right to it. Super says, Travis Scott seems honest to me, and I don't listen to his music. Let's see. Killamah says, salute. And yeah, man. Speak now, or, you know, we're going to break up out here, I think. If you guys have anything you want me to speak about, I may go over to the Sneaker Addict in about 15-20 minutes, talk some sneakers, today's releases, and sneaker news, plus the Supreme drop. It's a pretty big drop today, so there is a good chance that may happen. Anything else you'd like to speak on before we go?
No, that's about it. I just wanted to come in and, you know, state my thoughts on the case.
Yeah, and, concerts happening, and guys,
I'm not trying to push.
Oh, go ahead.
Definitely not trying to push my opinion on people to make them think my way. I just wanted to, you know, touch on this since we haven't talked about it in a little while, and now that all this other stuff has kind of come out and we're, you know, going down this road. Yeah, I'd just like to say that I'm still kind of where I was.
Yeah, definitely. And our thoughts and prayers to the families, the, you know, the everyone that has this has affected, the people that lost their lives, of course. You know, if you guys ever see any stories that you would like me to speak on, please talk to me by just tweeting me. It's as simple as just hitting me on Twitter. Just tweet me if there's anything you guys want me to cover. I'm willing to cover whatever you guys are interested in me covering. So, you know, just hit me up, and we will get that popping. You know what I'm saying? We will definitely get that popping. If, you know, if there's anything you'd like me to speak about, just hit me up. Sean says he needs less yes men in his circle. Okay. And then Jeff says, what Sean said too, too many yes men and not enough what the F are you doing? Well, that happens a lot in the music industry, and I've dealt with artists because I've DJ'd for many. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of artists do have major egos. They can't even handle like real like criticism or advice without taking it with insult.
And that happens at even the lowest level in like the bars and clubs I've played. You know, there's some guys I've come across where I'm like, dude, you need to bring it down a notch there, son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you're bugging. Yeah. 100%. So yeah, man, thank you all for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up, share this video, leave comments. I want comments. Please refresh when I leave, please refresh this video and leave a comment. If you're watching live, refresh, leave your final thoughts in the comment section. Jeff, Jesus, Super, Sean, everyone. It's important. Your opinions matter. So I want to know your final thoughts. So as soon as this broadcast ends, do so. And click some of them boxes if you're watching on the playback and watch more vids here. I'm DJ Delz. That's my guy, Riddick right there. Check out his YouTube channel also. Thanks for tuning in. Much love out there. Stretch, leave a comment too. Refresh, please. And we out of here. We out.